Candlepin Stars and Strikes is brought to you by the Thompson family of dealerships in Nashua, New Hampshire, and by Tri-State Megabucks and the New Hampshire State Lottery, helping New Hampshire schools one ticket at a time. WNDS Sports presents New England's favorite bowling show. From Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Featuring the best bowlers from around the region. Candlepin Stars and Strikes. And now your hosts, Dick Lutz and Mike Moore.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome into another edition of Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Dick Lutz with Mike Moore in Week 3 of the Tournament of Champions.
Jon Winchell came in with the lowest seeded position with a 349, but boy, he's made some good opportunities happen for him, winning 2 weeks in a row. But today he takes on the defending Tournament of Champions winner from last year.
Big win in the first week, 443 to 391 over Dave Hodge, but a 2-pin squeaker last week over Rich Lotti, setting up this afternoon's match against 3-seed Jeff Surette. Let's meet our bowlers. Winner of 2 matches from Kingston, New Hampshire. We say hello to Jon Winchell.
And a very respectable average of 130, his high single, 187, high triple 467, bowling at Exeter Lanes, Leo Super Bowl in Amesbury, and Park Place Lanes in Windham.
And John's had a couple of pretty good paydays with his 2 wins, $825 in bonus money the first week, another $125 last week. He takes on our number 3 seed from Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Let's welcome Jeff Surette.
One of the great, bright young stars of today's game at 21 years of age, 128 average, high single at 202, his high triple 476, and does his bowling where he has for so many years at Candlewood in North Reading.
And Jeff rolled a 407 to win his ladder championship and the number 3 seed in the Tournament of Champions. We are back with this afternoon's match, Jon Winchell and Jeff Surette, right after this on WNDS TV's Candlepin Stars and Strikes.
No matter which member of the Thompson family of dealerships you visit, you're sure to hit the mark. Nashua Mitsubishi, wake up and drive with the hottest imports on the market. Nashua Hyundai, when you get more and pay less with America's best warranty, you win. McMulkin Chevrolet Cadillac, break through with the best cars and the best value. As always, we'll be there. Shopping at the Thompson family of dealerships is like bowling a perfect game. You can't miss. It's all off the DW Highway in the Automotive Village, South Nashua.
Shipe family is now celebrating 100 years of serving the New England area with the finest in quality window fashions. Shipe's features an incredible array of ready-made curtains, matching bed ensembles, verticals, mini blinds, and pleated shades, and one of the area's finest selection of shower curtains and bath accessories. So we invite you to drop in, and you'll be delighted with the best little curtain shop in New England, where there is always something on sale.
Here we grow again. The Nashua Athletic Club expands with Focus on Fitness, a new location on 2nd Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Focus on Fitness is a health club for real people like you who want to be fit and feel good. That's why we offer classes from aerobics to yoga, a daycare center, massage therapy, not to mention all new equipment on 2 cardio decks, weight machines, free weights, and so much more. Right now, you can join any club for as low as $29.95. Now's the time to change your life for the better with Focus on Fitness.
Well, we began the Tournament of Champions with 6 of the finest Candlepin bowlers in the world. 2 have been eliminated, both ousted by Jon Winchell, who defeated Dave Hodge, and Rich Lotti. Now that sets up this afternoon's match with Jeff Surette, with Gary Carrington and Sean Baker waiting in the wings, and it'll be Jon Winchell to bowl first here at Leda Lanes in Nashua. A great crowd on hand, perhaps our biggest crowd of the season, for the Tournament of Champions on WNDS TV. Jon Winchell, good first ball. Jon averages 130, high single 187, high triple 467, missed the spare. You'd like to have that one back. Bowls out of Exeter Lanes, Leo Super Bowl in Amesbury and Park Place in Windham. And by now he's a daddy. Has to settle for a 10 box.
You're pretty confident about that. As we tape this on April 6th, his wife was due on April 4th, Sally. So by the time you see this, it's almost been 3 weeks. Pretty confident, huh, Doctor?
Another good first ball for John. Another good spare opportunity. The 2-7 with a piece of wood. I think the wood is frozen to the 2-2. Which gives him a little room for error. Nice spare for John. Now Jeff Surette, the youngster from Tewksbury, a high single of 202, high 3-476. Missed the head pin. Both bowlers were dazzling the crowd during the warm-ups, matching strike for strike. Got the crowd really into it. Will it go? It will not.
Boy.
He's been bowling for 17 of his 21 years. He settles for a 9 box to start out.
Father is Tom, mom is Jean, Scotty, his brother, is 12, sister Kristen is 19. Works at Candlewood Lanes.
There's a sister named Kristen and a girlfriend named Kristen. He was always talking to a Kristen, one way or another.
Can't make a mistake. Well, this is an easy shot. 2 and 5 with the couple pieces of wood right in between the two.
Got to hit the 2. Whoop. The wood took care of it. He didn't throw it where he wanted to.
It was frozen wood. He's been going a little bit to the right his first couple of shots, but as you'll see, he missed the object pin, which is the 2, but not by much. Well, actually a couple inches probably.
Both bowlers with spares in the second frame. First ball on the head pin for Jon Winchell. 4-7 on the left, 10 on the right. Wood in the middle.
You say he's won, what, close to $1,000 in bonus money the last couple of weeks?
Plays the wood and gets nothing.
Thought he would have gone a little more to the right on that. Perhaps he intended to. Now he's just got the 4-7-10 with no wood to help.
John's a roofer for Rain Check Roofing in Kingston. Enjoys playing basketball, rollerblading, and collects sports memorabilia. There's a bunch of Michael Jordan items. An autographed Jordan baseball from the Birmingham Barons he got at an auction.
You like rollerblading, don't you, Dick?
One of my favorite things. There's a strike. John threw a good ball that time, and they caved in. If I ever tried rollerblading, you'd need an ambulance to follow me.
And it's bad.
Jeff Surette with a 6 in the spare.
Ranked number 2 in the WCBC last season, 02 and 03.
Nice spare for Jeff Surette that time.
Off
Not
the
an
sidewall.
easy shot.
Speaking of the WCBC, we have the results in from March, which I do believe was the last tournament of the year. Dick O'Connell of Brockton was the men's winner, followed by Craig Holbrook, Gary Santora, Brian Feast, and Chris Sargent rounding out the top 5 for the women. Congratulations to Richie Justice from Union, Maine. She was the winner, followed by perennial winner Joanne Rosano, Deb Regan, who's in the gallery today. And let's see who else, Dick, to mention. Mary Thomas and Janet Cock tied for 4th. Karen Valcourt was in 6th place. Congratulations to all the men and women of the WCBC. Wrapping it up at Canal Lanes in Southampton, March 13th and 14th.
$50 in bonus money for Jeff Surette, 3 marks in a row. 2 strikes in a row for Jon Winchell, who hit the triple strike jackpot in our first match in the Tournament of Champions. That was good for, what, $625. It recycled to $500. Now it's at $525. Missed the head pin.
Actually, I believe it's $550 this week.
$550.
Yep. But he's not going to get it this time.
$50 shot. Missed it.
Already 80 pins through 5.
And a 10 box.
Jeff would like to add to his bonus money, which sits at 3 in a row for $50.
Good first ball, 9-pin drop. Right on it, 4 marks in a row.
I should mention our WCBC Bowlers of the Year since all the tournaments have been completed. For the men, it was Bob Whitcomb, his first Bowler of the Year distinction, and for her 7th time, Joanne Rosano was the Women's Bowler of the Year. Congratulations to both Bob Whitcomb and Joanne Rosano. Your runners-up, Ricky Justice and Gary Carrington. Rookie of the Year is Melissa Casey and Dave Chestercove. Anybody who'd like to join the WCBC tour, or at least look into it as Jeff finishes off the box with a 10, can go to WCBCProTour.com. That's right, the pros now have a website, WCBCProTour.com.
Harold Newall of North Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Another Paul Berger question, which we had answered a couple of weeks ago. We hear from a relative of Paul Berger's a couple of weeks ago.
I think we did.
Yeah.
We get a lot of questions and comments about Paul Berger, who had the 500 triple on Channel 5 years ago.
Mark for Jon Winchell.
And a perennial winner. I mean, he's won many, many television matches and tournaments as well.
Another good first ball for Jon.
Neither bowler holding back in the early going here. Last week, the scoring was quite a bit lower. He's got a few problems the last couple of weeks, Jon Winchell has, with the corner pins, especially the 10-pin. Another opportunity lost here with a spare that he could have had.
And a 10 box. I want to acknowledge a note we received from Terry DeMattia from Stoneham, Massachusetts. He says she always watches the Candlepin show with great interest from her. Terry, we appreciate hearing from you. Try to get to as many of the cards and letters that came in since our last taping, and there were a bunch, and emails.
The emails have been great because we now get more feedback from our viewing audience, because it's a lot more convenient to do that than to actually sit down with a pen and paper and a stamp.
Patricia Francis from here in the Nashua area writes that there's an event for the seniors of note, the second annual Bowl-a-thon, Saturday, May 22nd from 9 to 3 here at Leda Lanes to benefit the Senior Activities Center. Jeff Surette with a strike. He buried that one, didn't he?
And that will tighten the match up to just a pin or two apart.
That took no time at all. The Senior Bowl-a-thon, the Bowl-a-thon to benefit the Senior Activity Center is May 22nd, 9 to 3 here at Leda. Hall of Fame Pro Bowlers Bob Francor and Gary Duffett will participate by offering bowling tips and an opportunity to bowl with the pros for a minimal fee. Packets are available at the Senior Center, 70 Temple Street, Nashua, or here at Leda Lanes.
Well, another missed 10-pin, Dick, as we pointed out, been the nemesis for Jon Winchell the last couple of weeks, and that's 2 10-pins in a row that he's missed as spare opportunities. I know what he'll be working on this summer. Besides 3 o'clock feedings.
Right there. 10 box for 129. So with those 2 misses, he still is at 129.
But that's 20 pins that he's lost. Bit of a lob, although I think it was a legal shot. Leaving the 4 horsemen on the left side and the 6-10 in the corner. Very difficult spare. Well, with Jeff Surette on a strike, Surette's in the driver's seat for this match.
And a 7 box. 136 first string. That's with a couple of missed spares, a 7 box. You'd think all things went wrong, but he did have a double strike, which really adds up quickly. Jeff Surette working on a strike. A lot of action on that ball, but he's got a tough shot here, although the wood helps out. Got the 2, 7, 8, 10 with wood. Nope, didn't help out.
Bit of a skip lob there. Probably didn't go where he wanted it to. Now he's got 7, 8, and 10 in the back row with a piece of wood that he'll probably use to sweep over. Didn't work out.
Got a trivia question for you here, Mike. You who knows everything there is to know about Candlepin bowling. I'm sure you did the research. You got the same emails that I get, I think, so you probably had the research and will surprise everybody by knowing the answer to this question.
No pressure, though.
Nope. This comes from Art Shampoo from Dover, New Hampshire. Tony Baldinelli was the captain of the only team that had 5 consecutive World Team Championships. Can you name the rest of the members of Tony's team? Shouldn't ask the question if I don't know the answer, and I don't know the answer.
I don't either.
No. Somebody will know the answer, and they'll email us at bowling@WNDS.com. Or send us a note to Candlepin Stars and Strikes, WNDS TV, 50 Television Place, Derry, New Hampshire, 03038. A 4-pin lead for Jon Winchell over Jeff Surette after 1. Second string coming up when we continue on WNDS TV's Candlepin Stars and Strikes.
Hippy-dot, Inca Bibble Golden Crisp. Frank a newbie.
The word's spreading about new Golden Crisp.
Lick a Benny.
McCain Golden Crisp stay perfectly crisp and golden outside with real baked potato inside, so they taste like the best fries you've ever had.
Hammy whammy.
Donnie too.
But until you taste them, you just can't understand. New Golden Crisp from McCain. You won't get it till you get them.
Waffle May May.
Hi, everyone, from New England Motor Car, located on the Daniel Webster Highway, right across the street from the Pheasant Lane Mall. Everyone knows we're the place to come for new and pre-owned conversion vans, but did you know we also had a great selection of vans that have been modified to fit the needs of the physically challenged? We can very, very simple. You can have one with just a side entry wheelchair lift and wheelchair tie-downs, or we can get as elaborate as you want. We've got vans with remote-controlled doors, raised roofs, a wheelchair van, power swivel seats, allows you to get in and out of from behind the wheel. We've got hand controls to allow you to operate the vehicle. Anything that's out there that can be done here at New England Motor Car. We've got 75 vans in stock. If we don't have one that fits your needs, we can certainly customize it with the equipment that you need. New England Motor Car, located on the Daniel Webster Highway in Nashua, 603-888-1207. Give us a call.
Here at Autotown, we offer a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. We're a family-oriented dealership, and we know the fears and concerns you as a buyer have. We put the fun back into buying your next car, truck, or SUV. Our certified technicians make it possible for Autotown to take care of all your automotive needs. Autotown offers a great selection of late-model vehicles, all which have gone through our extensive certification program. You leave Autotown knowing you have a great vehicle with a solid warranty and roadside assistance program behind you. Best of all, you have a friend. Consider us your next-door neighbor that is there for you.
When we left our grudge match, I had a lead over Mike, 46-33, and I was working on a spare. Here's a 10 box for Mike right there.
A look of disbelief.
And that's a nice shot. That was a good shot for a 10.
Yeah. Don't set me up here now.
And there's an almost. Oh, look at that. He almost got a strike. What a shame, but he missed the spare, too. And had to settle for a 9 box.
Look at you on 2 spares in a row.
I was working on 2 spares.
You hot dog, you.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, man.
Come on.
But I missed the spare there.
Who's the man with the piano wire in the back there?
I missed the spare. But I made that spare.
Oh, nice shot.
How about that? No, that was a 10 box. That was for a 10.
Oh,
so 74-52. I'm up 22.
22 pins.
After 6. So we continue next week with our grudge match on WNDS TV as we now pick up the action here. Jeff Surette will bowl in the second string.
Doing it to help raise money for the Pilgrim Lanes kids who went up to Canada for the Atlantic Coast Junior Classic. Congratulations, winning roughly 30% of the available prizes. The girls The women, well, the girls, I guess, since they're kids, winning, let me see, 8 out of 48 possible awards, and the boys 21 out of 48, total 28 out of 96. But importantly, they had a good time in an international bowling setting.
Oh, what a great shot by Jeff Surette for a spare.
And I must compliment you. You were on fire on that day, Dick.
I was unconscious. Great spare by Jeff Surette. Looking for 2 marks in a row to start out. Tough shot here. 5-10. No wood.
Jeff Surette starting out 4 pins behind Jon Winchell at the top of this game. Misses it on the left side for 27 through 2 for the youngster from Tewksbury, Massachusetts, graduate of Tewksbury High School. Just turned 21 at the end of February. He's got 1 WCBC title. Won the Tom Morgan Memorial Tournament back in August last year, and recently Pro Tour win last year.
I want to continue to acknowledge some notes and emails that we received. Got a nice email from Phyllis Stevens from Dudley, Massachusetts, pertaining to the history of Candlepin bowling. Thank you, Phyllis. That Dudley area, Webster Dudley area, a real hotbed of Candlepin bowling, has been for years.
Nothing rivals in the North Shore of Massachusetts, though, in sheer numbers anyway.
7 box for John. To lane 33. Good first ball.
Well, it's a 6-pin with a piece of wood right across the front of it. This one's tough to miss if you come anywhere near the wood. As we mentioned, Jeff Surette won the Tournament of Champions last year, defeating Mike Morgan. Not a high-scoring match, 362 to 316, in a match you saw on May 11th of last year. A $2,000 check into the hands of Jeff Surette a year ago, and he's got a chance to repeat again this year.
Nice shot by Jeff for 10 bucks. Tony Zernicki wrote us a note about the high-low jack, which we talked about, and Stacia hit it 6 times over her tenure on the old Channel 5 show. December 22nd, 1990, Joe Tavernese hits the 1-7-10. The next time it was hit was on September 11th, 1993, almost 3 years.
Ooh, how much accumulated, I wonder? Thousands.
It says the women had 7 shows in 91, 7 in 92, and were scheduled for 7 in 93. But in the first show of the 7, Sharon Rawson of Greenfield, Mass, hit the 1-7-10 for $3,400.
Wow.
Can you imagine how many men had a chance to do it before Sharon?
And it was a jackpot that rolled over every week until somebody hit it. Yep. After 30 years.
$3,400.
Oh, my. Well, there's a half Worcester on a spare for Jon Winchell. Not too helpful. He's up against 2 10 boxes from Jeff Surette in the 3rd and 4th frame of string number 2. This is week 3 in a 5-week Tournament of Champions.
Tony sends in another bit of trivia. Stacia was the first woman to bowl on the Don Gillis Channel 5 show, November 8th, 1958. Her son John bowled on the last show, January 27th, 1996. And the other son couldn't be left out. He was on the last show on Big Shot Bowling with Bob Foraker. Ed was 28 pins down with 2 boxes to go. He got 2 strikes and a 7-47. And Craig Holbrook then shot, and Holbrook lost 367 to 365.
That's the score we had last week.
Yep. So the Zernickis made their mark, didn't they?
They sure did. You'd have to call them the premier family of Candlepin bowling here in New England. And Tony still makes it out. He's in his mid-80s. And he's a great source of history, and he's so helpful to us, giving us lots of documents and things about the game that we maybe would never know. We thank him for that.
The 10 box for John as we go to the break. A 5-pin lead for Jeff Surette over Jon Winchell. We're coming right back after this on WNDS TV's Candlepin Stars and Strikes.
You know the great thing about flipping a coin? The odds are always the same. No matter how many times you flip, heads or tails will come up equally. Nice to know when you're playing the lottery's new daily game, Heads or Tails. Simply pick 5 of 34 numbers, then choose heads or tails. If you match 2 or more numbers, you win. If you match 2 or more numbers and match heads or tails, you win double, up to $50,000. It's a 50% chance to double your winnings every time you play. Well, almost.
Has shortness of breath, arthritis, or joint pain limited your mobility? If you have any condition that limits your movement, then Lakeside Mobility and Scooter will get you moving again. You might even qualify for one of our mobility products at little or no cost to you. We take great pride in offering affordable mobility products, and we'll even deliver them right to your home. And at Lakeside Mobility and Scooter, we service what we sell, so you never have to worry about having limited motion. Call us today at 1-877-652-7772.
April, when seasons collide. Boston Bruins playoff action. Boston Red Sox baseball. When your teams play at the same time, follow Bruins playoff action on NESN.
The Bruins win it in overtime.
And catch Red Sox baseball on CN8, the Comcast network. Because when your teams play at the same time, something's gotta give. For more channel information, log on to NESN.com.
Enter a world of the unbelievable. Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Ripley's Believe It or Not. Weeknights at 2 a.m. on WNDS.
Jeff Surette on lane 34 with a 5-pin lead over Jon Winchell as we near the halfway point of the match. Third match of the Tournament of Champions.
Well, that's very similar to what Jeff left just a couple of boxes ago. The pin is not angled quite as advantageously as it was when Jeff nearly swept it to a spare but didn't. And the pin was more perpendicular this time, which made it even more difficult, leaving the 3, 6, and 10 for a 10 box if he can get these. And he does. 3 10s in a row, but we can't give him bonus money for that. You need marks. Give you $50 for 3 in a row. 3 strikes in a row this week is worth $550.
Jeff Surette's our number 3 seed. The number 2 seed waiting in the wings to take on the winner of this match is Gary Carrington. The number 1 seed, Sean Baker.
What a strong lineup in the top 3. Well, I mean, the whole field is terrific. Jon Winchell certainly proving that he belongs here as well.
The spare for Jeff Surette in the 6th frame.
Jon Winchell came in with a 349, the only bowler not to hit 400 to be in the Tournament of Champions, but he certainly made up for it with a 443 in week 1 over Dave Hodge.
Nice first ball. 4 pins stares back at him. Piece of wood in front, well out in front.
That can be missed.
Could wrap itself right around it.
Sure can.
He's got it. Nice shot by Jon Winchell.
How about a few more stats here over the last season, 2003-2004. The bowler with the most appearances. Any guesses?
Gary Carrington.
You got it. 8 times. Highest roll-off score to qualify for the show. Anthony Pastore, who had 707. And the lowest score to qualify to get the show is Bob Anderson, 644. So you can see a pretty wide range of scores to get on our TV program. But Gary Carrington with 8 appearances, 3 consecutive ladders to be a number 2 seed in the Tournament of Champions.
The wood is set up for the shot to go. If he hits it, he's got a shot at it. Oh, look at what stands up. And a 10 box. But he's up against the Jeff Surette mark in that box. Jeff caught the Brooklyn side, and they go. Watch it again.
3 in the 10.
Doesn't look promising there, does it? You're going to go, I promise you. Back to the action. Jeff Surette looking for 2 in a row. Watch out. Don't turn your back on that pin. Looking for bonus money.
So with a 12-pin lead through 6, he's now going to add to it, Dick.
$50 shot right here, and he missed it.
Oh, boy. And maybe just got a little anxious. Sure he's not happy with himself. Just a kind of a careless error, which can happen to anybody.
He had a frozen pin to the pin.
Yep.
And threw it by it.
Well, that cost him 10 pins. Jon Winchell not far behind.
Half Worcester for John.
Again. But he's not on a mark, so no huge damage. Just a real tough spare.
Which he's made before.
Yep. Last week, I believe.
Threw a good ball.
Wow.
That'll be a 9-box. That was up against a Jeff Surette strike. Now he's up against the Jeff Surette open frame, so a chance to pick up some ground.
Bowling out of Exeter Lanes, Leo's in Amesbury, and Park Place in Wyndham, former location of this show up until 7 years ago.
Good first ball by John. Tough shot remaining, though. That's the 2, the 7, and the 8. Piece of wood between the 2 and the 8 could help out. He's got a shot at it. Oh, the wood was not far back enough. And a 10-box, 84. It's an 18-pin lead for Jeff Surette with 2 boxes remaining in the second string.
A bit of a break there with some of the wood scattering. He's now left with the 2 and the 10 and some wood in front of and behind the 2-pin. So he picked on the piece of wood that didn't do anything for him.
Got a note here. We love to watch bowling. We at Orchard Department enjoy the bowling every Sunday at noon. We're all seniors and don't get out much in the cold weather. If we miss it Sunday, we can catch it on Saturday. Keep up the good work. Just one of the seniors sent in that note. And thank you very much. Jeff Surette. Look at this. Look at this. They keep on falling.
So as a broadcaster for the Manchester Wolves, how do you like the fast-paced version of football as the broadcaster?
If you've never seen an arena football game, I urge you to try it once. You'll get hooked. It's a fast-paced game. The ball moves up and down the field, and it's exciting, and the people have fun.
It appears to be catching on for a variation of football where others have failed along the way, most notably, of course, the XFL of a couple of years ago.
Well, that was football played outdoors, and some different rules, but not many. And there you have the mark and the fill of a 7 and a 132 second string for Jeff Surette.
Now, Dick, those games can be heard on WFEA 1370 in Manchester.
Correct. And the home field is the Verizon Wireless Arena in Manchester. And you can certainly check them out by going to manchesterwolves.com and getting the schedule and ticket information. And tickets are available at the Verizon Wireless Arena box office or by calling Ticketmaster at 868-7300. There's a shot that's just missed. But it's a fun game. We were out in Moline, Illinois for the first one back on the 3rd of April. And they had a nice crowd in a nice building, and the atmosphere is really enjoyable, exciting, and I was just impressed.
Of course, there's a big kind of pregame tailgate for the Wolves with live music and all kinds of celebrations.
Live concert on the patio at the Verizon before every game. There's John with a good first ball. He could really use a mark here.
Certainly hope that the Wolves have anywhere near the success that the Monarchs have in their first couple seasons.
The Monarchs have set the bar very high.
They sure have.
Very high. They've done a fabulous job.
And you're part of that broadcast team as well with Kenny Kale.
Ken Kale. A lot of credit to the Monarchs management for the job that they've done in getting that franchise established. And that pin is not going to go. You can see the wood was not lined up from here to take out the 5-pin. So an open frame for Jon, and he's going to have a mountain to climb in the 3rd string. That's a 10 box and a 103 second string. And Jeff Surette has a 25-pin lead with 1 string to go. We're coming back for the 3rd string right after this on WNDS TV's Candlepin Stars and Strikes.
Cheerios and fruit. Some couples were just made for each other. Now, Berry Burst Cheerios brings together real bananas, strawberries, and those classic O's for a taste you can fall in love with again and again. New Strawberry Banana Berry Burst Cheerios.
Tippy-dot, 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 Inca Bibble Golden Crisp. Frank a newbie.
The word's spreading about new Golden Crisp.
Lick a Benny.
McCain Golden Crisps stay perfectly crisp and golden outside with real baked potato inside, so they taste like the best fries you've ever had.
Hammy whammy.
Donnie too.
But until you taste them, you just can't understand. New Golden Crisp from McCain. You won't get it till you get them.
Waffle May.
Explorers, Rockwoods, Cobras, and Starcrafts. These are just some of the new conversion vans you'll find here at the New England Motor Car Company, South Nashua, New Hampshire, next to Jordan's Furniture. With our 2004s here, now is the best time ever to get huge discounts on all our 2003 vans, like the new 2003 GMC 9-passenger conversion van with more room for your whole family. Or stop by and check out the new 2004 GMC high or low top all-wheel drive conversion vans with more room and options for your dollar than a full-size SUV. Hands down. We have dozens of pre-owned vans to choose from, the largest selection in New England starting at only $59.95. We've got specially equipped vans for the physically challenged. We service what we sell right here and carry all accessories like TVs, VCRs, and running boards. So come by the New England Motor Car Company, located on the DW Highway, South Nashua, New Hampshire.
You know the great thing about flipping a coin? The odds are always the same. No matter how many times you flip, heads or tails will come up equally. Nice to know when you're playing the lottery's new daily game, Heads or Tails. Simply pick 5 of 34 numbers, then choose heads or tails. If you match 2 or more numbers, you win. If you match 2 or more numbers and match heads or tails, you win double, up to $50,000. It's a 50% chance to double your winnings every time you play. Well, almost.
Jon Winchell ready to go on lane 34. He trails Jeff Surette by 25 pins. Jon started from the 6 hole, the number 6 seed. He's won 2 matches already. And there certainly is an advantage to getting a higher seed. Jeff Surette has the 25-pin lead. Jeff's the number 3 seed.
Runner-up today gets $600, which is not a bad payday, but naturally you'd like to move on and bowl the buzzsaw, Gary Carrington, next week. And then 2 weeks from today, Sean Baker in what will be the title match. 4 bowlers still alive to win it all.
Jon's already won $950 in bonus money, in addition to whatever he wins ultimately. That'll be a 10 box.
A nice young fella. This is just his 5th time on television, 2 times prior to the Tournament of Champions. This is his 3rd consecutive week after disposing of Dave Hodge and then last week Rich Lotti by just 2 pins.
Candlepin Stars and Strikes on WNDS TV, presented by Tri-State Megabucks and the games of the New Hampshire Lottery. Buy a ticket and see what happens. Nice shot. Will it go? Yes, it will.
Maybe you get lucky like Jennifer Lopez's mother, who a couple of weeks ago hit for $2.4 million in Atlantic City Casino.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Well, like she needs it, right?
Well, who knows how much money your mom has, but certainly Jennifer's not ever wanting for money.
Will it go? Yes, it will. Jeff Surette with a strike. The 9 took out the 10. You'll see it on the replay. Watch the 9 and the 10 in the right corner. There goes the 9. It will fall into the 10, and there it goes. Looking for 2 in a row. Missed the head pin, but don't turn your back on the Candlepins. They continue to fall.
Like to see some of that wood roll back toward the 10. Give him a little bit more margin to make this 110 shot.
Missed it.
A little more to the right, perhaps he would have had it. So, best he can hope for is a 10 box in the second frame.
And that'll be a 10 box.
Beautifully thrown strike by Jon Winchell, who is getting better by the frame. He started with a 10, then a spare, and now a strike.
And he needs it.
He does, being down still a considerable number of pins, but boy, this is going to cut the margin. Still falling. And now he's got the 3 and the 9, and he'd like the wood to stay in there, but it's rolling away. This is not an easy shot. But he's had a couple of half Worcesters today, and this is the opposite of the half Worcester.
Not going to happen. Got a note from David Flaherty of Milton, Massachusetts that I want to acknowledge, Mike. Dave is a longtime watcher and a bowler. That's a 9 box for Jon Winchell.
Thanks for all your years of loyalty. We do appreciate it.
Jeff with a tough shot here. The 3, the 6, and the 7. He will be open. Nine box for Jeff. Missed the head pin. 4 horsemen, right side plus the 8 pin.
So without a spare, Jeff's lead will be reduced by a few pins midway through the 3rd and final game.
George Demergian wrote in a note. We'll talk about that when we come back from the break. With a 14-pin lead for Jeff Surette over Jon Winchell. 6 frames to go. Don't go away. We're coming back for the finish after this on WNDS-TV's Candlepin Stars and Stripes.
You want to sell your house or apartment building now and get cash fast? Call 1-800-NO-AGENT. Pay no real estate commissions. Call 1-800-NO-AGENT. No matter what the reason, you need to sell now. We can get you your cash fast. Call 1-800-NO-AGENT.
You know what happened while you were in the store? Your brand new car just got bombarded with dents. It seems like the world is out to ruin your car. Now you can pop those dents with Popsident from Simonize, the fast, easy way to make those dents disappear. Popsident is the same system used by professional dent removal specialists. Popsident removes minor dents from hail, car doors, shopping carts, big, small, just about any size at all. Just press the special adhesive disc onto the dent, lower the pulling rod onto the disc, turn the handle, and Popsident. It's so easy, anyone can do it. Popsident pops the dents without damaging the surface of your car. No special tools, no repainting. It really is the fastest, easiest way to get rid of those dents.
I had quite a few dents on my car, and I got an estimate to get them fixed. $400. Yeah, right. With Popsident, I fixed them all myself, and it was really easy.
I opened my door into one of those concrete posts. I felt really dumb. But with Popsident, I fixed it myself in no time at all. Now who's the smart one?
Popsident from Simonize works on virtually any car, truck, van, or SUV. Big or small, almost any size at all. Now get the amazing Simonize Popsident system with everything you need to fix dozens of dents. Just $19.95. Call right now and we'll send you Popsident Scratch Remover. The exclusive matching formulation blends in with your car's natural color and makes those ugly scratches disappear. We'll also send you a glue gun and glue sticks. A total $40 value, yours free with every Simonize Popsident system. Don't pay hundreds of dollars to get your dents fixed. Pop the dents yourself the quick, easy way with Popsident.
Call 1-800-936-4747 to order the Simonize Popsident for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. That number again is 1-800-936-4747. That's 1-800-936-4747.
If you have shortness of breath or limited motion and thought a scooter was unaffordable, think again. For just $950, Lakeside Mobility and Scooter will deliver the Pride Go-Go right to your home. It's small, portable, inexpensive, and fits in the trunk of your car. Live life to the fullest with the Pride Go-Go for just $950. Just one more reason to get your ride at Lakeside. Call 1-877-652-7772 and get an affordable scooter that's right for you.
Dick, I've made my way into the audience again. I want to say hi to Evelyn from Gloucester. Now, Evelyn, you've been here a long time today. We tape starting at 9:30 in the morning. Tell everybody what time you arrived here.
5:30.
And this is the best seat you could get for 5:30?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. It's a seat I wanted.
And on top of that, they put you next to Harold.
Oh, that's fine.
Anyway, we thank you for being here and all your friends and hope you'll come back for next season. You had a good time?
Yes, excellent.
All right, Evelyn from Gloucester, thank you very much. Back to you, Dick Lutz.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. 5:30 in the morning for Evelyn from Gloucester. Wow. Isn't that something? Jon Winchell on lane 34, trailing Jeff Surette by 14 pins with 6 boxes remaining in the match. Good first ball by Jon. Jon needs to make the mark. Nice shot by Jon Winchell. Clutch spare for Jon. I started to mention a note we got from George Demerjian from Belmont as we watch the spare again. George is one of many who writes in inquiring about Irene McGowan, a regular at our tapings the past many years, and before our tapings with Doug and Dan, and then with Don Gillis and the Channel 5 show. She's been coming for years and hasn't made the last several, and her health has not been the best, we've been told, but she does hope to make it back in the fall, and she sends her best wishes, and she's watching now. And Irene, we miss you, and look forward to seeing you back when we resume taping in the fall here at Leda Lanes. And ironically, George suggests that we interview some of the regulars in the audience, which is a new twist that we started today before we ever read George's note.
So we can't send you that $10,000 prize for the best suggestion of the week, but we thank you in post for doing so. Hey, these people are here, for all the shows, and it's fun to get out and let the folks hear from them a little bit, because we get email about them, as you pointed out.
Absolutely. Nice shot by Jeff Surette. Wow. How about that for a shot? The 2-4-7 on the left, the 6 on the right. He cuts the 2 over to the 6. Great shot by Jeff Surette. Of such shots, our champions made. Breaks up the split. 5-pin goes down.
Capitalizing on a great spare with a 9 fill.
The 3-pin a little off spot, and he missed it. Something how you make a great split shot, and then you have a single pin staring back at you, and you miss it, and you mutter to yourself.
Well, it's still a 17-pin lead with just 4 boxes to go.
Jon needs to run the table.
Got to do it. He's had a nice run. This is his 3rd week, starting out in the number 6 position.
Good first ball. There they go. Jon went to his knee on that one. He knew he threw a good ball. Watch it again. Right in the 1-3 pocket. Well done.
If Jeff were to lose this match today, he'll be seeing that missed single pin in his dreams for a long time. Although John's missed his share of single pins today as well.
A couple of 10 pins we can remember. Right through the middle. First ball on the strike.
That's the neutralizer. You read an email last week from somebody who knows Mike Poulin, who's been on the show, a great lefty, and made it 3 times in a row, this same split. Left it 4 times in a row and made it 3 times.
5-pin fill in the strike. That doesn't help the cause.
There is no Guinness Book of Records for bowling, of course, but boy, that would probably be in there to make the spread eagle 3 times in a row. Well, only 23 pins in those 2 boxes for Jon Winchell. So Jeff Surette still in control of this match.
Yeah, Jeff Surette.
Gary Carrington waiting in the wings to see who he'll bowl next week. Keeping the hottest bowler on our little TV show here for the last couple of months. Nice break. Broke up the split, leaving the 6 and the 10.
Sarah J. from Gloucester, Mass., 21 years old, writes, I've always loved watching your bowling show. You both make the best co-hosts. If one of you left the show, I fear it would ruin the chemistry. I hope you both stay on for a long time.
Oh, that's sweet.
I don't think it would miss a beat if Michael left. No, Michael and I have a lot of fun doing this show.
We really do. I can't believe we're wrapping up 7 years together. We're like brothers. We like to tease each other.
I like to whip you at bowling, though. That's one of the things I do enjoy doing.
And you know what I like, Dick? I've never had an older brother.
John missed the spare. It was a tough shot to begin with. Looks like we're setting up for a rematch.
Looking grim now for Jon Winchell, who certainly has collected a nice sum of bonus money along the way.
Tough shot to close out for John. The diamond on the left side. 2, 4, 5, and 8. Will not go.
So that's it. He's eliminated.
Yep.
Cannot win.
We're going to see if we can give Jeff Surette some bonus money. A 10 bucks and a 125 and a 370 for Jon Winchell. Jeff Surette looking for some bonus money now. Puts 8 in the spare. He played the wood and tried to bounce it off the wall. Will be open. And a 9 box. 123 through 9. So we play out the string with Jeff Surette moving up the ladder.
He's got a crack at 400. Needs a mark to do that.
Will it be the mark right there? Won't be a strike, but it might be a spare as he surrounds the 8-pin. I think you could make this shot, Mike. Spare for Jeff Surette in the 10th frame. 133 plus the ball. He is at 397. Jon Winchell finished with 364. Put 6 in the mark and a 139. Third string, 3-string total. 403 for Jeff Surette. He beats Jon Winchell's 364. We'll come back to wrap it up after this on WNDS TV's Candlepin Stars and Strikes.
Right.
right from the start. The new Manchester Mitsubishi is pleased to announce new owners, new managers, and a whole new attitude. Shop with confidence at Manchester Mitsubishi, knowing we offer the best price, best service, and best selection right from the start. Stop by and experience the value of a new Lancer or the exciting redesigned Galant. All new 2004 Mitsubishis from Manchester Mitsubishi now include 10-year, 100,000-mile limited power drivetrain warranties. Manchester Mitsubishi, we do it right from the start.
Diamonds, the gift she really wants. The Jewelry Exchange has thousands of diamonds, most with GIA or EGL certs, laser inscribed and guaranteed the lowest price. The Jewelry Exchange has thousands of mountings, and your diamond is set while you wait. 1-carat solitaires are $5.99, marquise solitaires are $3.99, and 1-carat studs are $3.99. The Jewelry Exchange carries most shapes and sizes, including 5 carats and above. You can't beat our deals. Buy factory direct and save. The Jewelry Exchange in Sudbury.
When we bought the house, we had always wanted to put an addition of some sort on it. And we found out very quickly that it was going to cost a lot of money to put on one room. We never even thought about a sunroom until we saw the video on TV, and they actually said, you can afford this. This is affordable.
For the money, you can't beat it. I mean, it's everything we wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm. Discover the difference a better living patio room could make in your life. How in less than a week, and for just a fraction of the cost of adding a conventional room, you can transform your old unused deck or patio into a whole new lifestyle.
Before, we didn't come out here and eat every night.
Or come out and do the homework.
Right, we didn't do homework out here. You know, and also depended on the weather, whether if we had a party, you know, whether we could be outside or not.
A better living patio room truly is the affordable way to enlarge your home and improve your lifestyle. Call for this free information right now and see just how Better Living lets you custom design the room that perfectly fits your needs and budget.
When it was done, I just couldn't believe how it enhanced the house. It seems roomier.
I mean, you walk in and there's the big door, and then, you know, you look out. It's just a great view.
When you walk through that door to come out into the room, it just feels open. You don't feel closed in.
We can be out here and be comfortable. We don't have to worry about the bugs or the weather. You know, we can sit out here if it's raining or if it's snowing or whatever.
With the information, you'll also receive a special limited time savings offer, which could save you hundreds of dollars. Call for this free information right now.
It's very relaxing. They really do.
My son's friends come over and they sit there and they're having lunch with us, and he goes, "Man, you guys are rich."
You were laughing.
And we're like, or looking at us like,
we're not rich.
Not rich. I still can't believe that we haven't.
No matter which member of the Thompson family of dealerships you visit, you're sure to hit the mark. Nashua Mitsubishi, wake up and drive with the hottest imports on the market. Nashua Hyundai, when you get more and pay less with America's best warranty, you win. McMulkin Chevrolet Cadillac, break through with the best cars and the best value. As always, we'll be there. Shopping at the Thompson family of dealerships is like bowling a perfect game. You can't miss. It's all off the DW Highway in the Automotive Village, South Nashua.
Jeff Surette defeats Jon Winchell. Final score 403 to 364. John's with us. We'll award the prize money. He hit the triple strike jackpot the first week, a couple weeks ago, and with combined earnings of bonus money and high string and runner-up this afternoon, the total comes to $1,550.
Not bad.
You think you're going to touch this check? Forget it.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Going to the lovely Mrs. Winchell and soon-to-be-born child, although by the time this airs, you're probably a dad by now.
Yeah, I should be, hopefully. She's hoping to go by the end of the week.
Did you know, boy or girl?
It's a boy. His name's going to be Cody.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Well, you had a pretty good run, starting from it's tough to start from that number 6 seed and climb all the way to the top. Seeding is so important.
Yeah, it gets really hot and you get tired because it's just one right after another, so it's hard to stay in it.
You had a pretty good roll. You kind of lost the head pin at the end. At least you lost the pocket of the head pin.
Yeah, it's starting to get tired, so you throw it a little harder, and then obviously it gets up to the head pin a little too much, so it's hard to get a nice smooth roll when you're getting tired.
You know, the fatigue factor sets in. Again, we talk about having to win so many matches on one day. Under the lights, people don't appreciate how hot it gets under the lights, and it does get hot under the lights. It takes some getting used to.
Yeah, it does. If a lot of these people were to stand up here for about 5 minutes, they'd want to go outside for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm ready to leave. As a matter of fact, well, I'm wondering if about 20 years from now we'll be possibly, if Dick and I are still lucky enough to be doing this show, we'll be, what, about 100 years old, if there'll be Cody Winchell up on the lane.
I'm hoping so. We're going to get him out there early and see if he likes it, and if he wants to stick with it, that's up to him.
Well, you did a great job, a nice run, and congratulations.
Jon Winchell, congratulations.
Thanks,
Nice
next year.
effort and nice showing, and best wishes with the new baby as well. And now, Jeff Surette will do the bonus ball. Mike will reach into the bin, pull out a card, and we have $90, I believe, in the bonus ball jackpot.
That is correct.
And this is Carl Schiavone of Lawrence, Massachusetts. Want you to get an 8, Jeff, for 90 bucks. Let's see if we can get 90 bucks from Mr. Schiavone with an 8, 6, 7, 8. No, it's a 7. Consolation prize from N&R Trophies
But
in
you'll
Winchendon,
send her the money anyway,
Massachusetts,
right, Jeff?
for Carl Schiavone of Lawrence, Massachusetts, and Jeff Surette. Up the ladder we go to face Gary Carrington. You two have had hooked up before.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. That's all I can say.
That's about all you have to say. But
and Sean Baker's here, so I mean, no matter what happens, if you continue to succeed, you are bowling two of the best. I mean, this is probably the strongest three field that you can almost put into the finals. You throw Mike Sargent in there as a possibility as well. So you're in elite company.
Oh, it's unreal. Just hope I can get past this one, get to Sean, and see what happens after that.
John brought up the point of bowling under the lights and the heat and the fatigue factor. Now you've got the number 3 seed, which is an advantage. But do you feel the heat? Do you feel the light or the tiredness as you get into the match?
It's very hot up here. Yes, I don't know how we bowl 3 matches because I'm pooped right now, but thank God I got the hour break, and I'll come back and see what I can do.
Good luck next week. Jeff Surette, our winner here this afternoon. Up the ladder we go. Jeff had $50 for having the high string in the match and $75 in bonus money, and he climbs the rung.
There you go. Gary Carrington, maybe the hottest bowler in the last couple months on our show. 8 times on the show this year. Make it 9 next week against young Jeff Surette.
It's the semifinals coming up, and we're looking forward to seeing you as well. For Mike Morin and our entire crew, I'm Dick Lutz.